The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Oh, should I update you on the furniture?
Oh, yes, please.
Has it been moved? Okay, let me know.
Sean, hold your horses.
Yeah, we've got Natalie's already had a little preview, and it's her favourite new show.
Well, my computer was restarting and it literally took half an hour. So
Natalie added me to my watch list.
So as of yesterday, give us the update.
So here's the background in case you didn't know. So on Friday we got some new tenants that have moved in, and they,
so on your level,
on my level,
yes.
Yep. So and they've put all their furniture in the foyer, in the hallway sort of area, and we're just thinking, okay, they're just getting their stuff ready.
Just
and
rearranging things.
Anyway, it's been there since Friday. All of their furniture is.
So it's all kind of piled up
in the common area
in front of somebody else's front door.
In front of Marnie, my next door neighbour's door. So anyway, Marnie's not pleased, and I tell you right now, it is a big misstep to displease Marnie.
Is it a bigger misstep to displease Marnie, or a bigger misstep to displease you?
No. I can get really upset about things because I just think if you're adults, you should. But this one here, I'm finding quite comic.
Only because you're goading Marnie into being the confrontationalist.
I messaged her last night and I said to her, you being enraged is one of my favourite things.
So you're like throwing the Kero onto the fire, yes?
But the fire should exist. There's reason for
No, what I'm saying is that you're making her
I am the accelerant. I'm the accelerant.
100%.
No, I jumped on an email chain yesterday. Don't worry, I got involved. Anyway.
Mrs. Mangles can't stay out of it.
I know, I just want to show money and support.
I mean, we've got to, surely by the end of today, there'll be a laminated note stuck on the door.
The laminated notes don't work. It's like actually a waste of lamination. Sean, get home yesterday, it's still there. Right?
No way.
So anyway, Marnie...
So this is 3 full days after they've moved in.
Yeah. So an email's been sent to Strata asking...
Wow, where are they eating? Because their dining table is in the foyer.
Where they're sitting.
So we sent an email and just said, hey, can we find out when's it going? And firstly, why was it there?
Yes.
Why is it there? So anyway, we got... So our Strata contacted their property manager. Their property manager came back with absolutely no explanation and said, the furniture will be gone by the end of the week.
End of the week?
End of the week? What do you mean?
I mean, it's their bedside tables and everything.
All you have to do is get a table and carry it in.
Sean, they've got to move it 1.5 metres into the door. So by the end of the week. And I'm just like...
What have they gone away?
What is happening in there?
I don't know. This is my thing.
They can't put their own furniture that they brought.
We have ruled out there's something happening to the floors because we know the owners and there's nothing happening. There's no work being done there. So apart from something happening on the floors, why are you not moving your furniture in the apartment? I'm really just... It's like a mystery that I need... It's like a Netflix series. I need to see the end.
So the people...
It's a cliffhanger. I need to find out the end of the week.
They might have moved in straight away and they've been able to take their stuff upstairs but then had to go away for work or something.
Well, then you move your stuff in when you're coming.
But also they're there, aren't they?
Yes, I've heard them in there. I've heard them in there.
So that's out.
So I don't know.
You don't want to knock on their door?
No, I don't want to get involved.
Have they both hurt their backs and they can't lift anything?
No. But then I would have had a help, wouldn't I? Help.
Yeah.
Help me, bring in my lounge.
Maybe you need to knock on the door and offer to help, like these solutions focus. Do you need a hand
lifting
lifting
a hand? Because your furniture's in there. I don't know if you realise your furniture's out here. Maybe you live in here.
What you should do, Nathan, is like set that table and like just sit there and you and Marnie
have dinner.
That's pretty funny.
Anyway, so I'll keep everyone posted. I'm really excited to see. I really want, more so than getting them to move it earlier, I want to find out why. That's my number one priority. I want to find out why.
Why? What is stopping them at the moment and for the last 3 full days from moving that furniture inside their own apartment that they've moved into? So they're sleeping in there.
Fingers crossed, everybody. I will have the answer to the question why tomorrow.
No, by the end of the week.
End of the week, and even then you might never find out. Get used to it.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Guys.
Yes.
Oh, Nathan.
There's something really, really dangerous in my bedroom. No, it's not another person.
Well, we know that. Nobody jumped to that conclusion.
We don't want your pillow getting jealous.
We would have guessed anything else except for a human.
Is there a fire? What's happening?
Pile of rattlesnakes? Believe it. Okay, We've all got an occasional chair, don't we? Occasional chairs.
What is it the rest of the time?
Amy, you're saying
Any
no.
occasion. Amy, you have an occasional chair?
No,
What are
for
you talking
styling reasons. There's a
about?
case.
You don't have an occasional chair in your bedroom.
It's for, but where do you put your clothes?
Yeah. Like, it literally is to dump things on.
I don't have one in my room,
in the
but
corner.
but I have one in the spare room.
Where does Alex sit when you're dancing for him?
Or when his friends come to watch.
That's right, you know.
But you can buy me one.
Okay.
Because I need one.
You
I just
would
haven't
like
got
an
one.
occasional
I would
chair.
like one, but we don't have one.
Sean, do you have an
There you go.
occasional chair
In
in,
the
your
bedroom?
bedroom?
Yeah, it changes. It sits there for a fair while, never gets used other than putting clothes on, and then all of a sudden it disappears out into another room.
Yeah. And then one day there's a lifeguard in it.
That lucky bastard.
Anyway, so my occasional chair, I've had it, ever since I moved in, and I think it's 1 centimetre too wide. Because I'm repeatedly...
Is it still in the box?
All the time. No, it's not, but the tag's still on it. Nick Scarley. I got it from that sale that never ends.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's just probably 1 centimetre too wide, and it happened twice yesterday. I go through spouts of doing it where I kick my toe, and I don't even have to kick it that hard, Natalie. It can literally be a tap, like just a tiny little tap. I don't know what metal Nick Scarley uses to make the legs out of their chair, but it's a thin black metal. If you just tap your ankle or your toe on it, the pain is so unbelievable.
Do you think the chair is 1 centimetre too wide or your foot is 1 centimetre too big?
I don't have that big a feet.
Interesting.
I wouldn't want my feet any thinner because then they'd be lady feet. I don't want like a super thin foot.
But you don't want those wide ones like some of those.
No, I don't want
people
wide
do,
ones
like,
either. I think
climbing
I'm
trees all their
fine.
When you kick your toe like that, and if you break it, it's called a bedroom fracture because the most common way to do it is people turn the light off and then kick a piece of furniture on the way.
I've rebroken my little toe. So the original way I got that was I got broke my toe in a high heel skip relay years ago at uni, and
so you
and then I keep
put high heels on and then get into a skip
and then and then just fight. It's like a fist fight.
It's like a cage fight, but in a skip. Is that it? In high heels?
You've heard of them, haven't you?
Okay, sure.
Anyway, so I've rebroken that on my little toe on this chair many times. But yet I will not move it because it's my occasional chair.
Yeah, well, where are you going to put your clothes?
I would like to know if there's other people out there, right? There is something at your house that you continuously hurt yourself on, but yet you won't do anything about it.
I have something in my lounge room. There are these glass doors that open out onto the veranda, and they've got an old-fashioned key.
Yes.
So and that key's always in the lock, right? And every time I open it, you open the handle and my finger gets jammed between the key and the door jam.
What, with some skin?
Every time. No, the actual finger. The finger gets jammed every single time. Now, I could fix it by paying attention when I open it or by taking that key out and just putting it on the mantelpiece literally 1.5 meters away. Do I?
No, you don't.
No.
Because there are some things that we're willing to put up with. 13 24 10, we want to talk about the thing that you keep hurting yourself on at home, but yet you haven't done anything about it. We're going to give somebody a double pass to the Red Hot Summer Tour. That is Jimmy Barnes, The Living End, Birds of Tokyo, Pete Murray, Casey Chambers, and a whole lot more happening at Sandalford Wines in the Swan Valley. That'll be a beautiful day.
Yeah, it's massive.
Jimmy Barnes is headlining the Red Hot Summer Tour. Tickets at redhotsummertour.com.au.
All right, what's that thing at your house that you keep hurting yourself on, but you don't fix it, you don't move it? No, because it looks good where it is. Eddie's in Mount Hawthorn. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Eddie.
How you going,
Eddie, what do you keep hurting yourself on?
This is a story about a chair in a bedroom, Nathan, so this was in line with yours. So some years ago, my wife at the time had an antique chair in the bedroom which had like a wrought iron legs on it. And she used to use that in front of the dressing table. And so one night, not to wake too many people up, I turned the light off.
Yeah.
And walked through the room, but she'd left the table out a bit further than normal. As I walked across, I stepped into the chair and my toe went into the framing of the chair. And as I proceeded to fall over the chair, it ripped the toe out.
Oh! Eddie?
What do you mean by...
It ripped your toe out of your body.
Yes, and so it's the centre toe on my right foot, and it disappeared at that point in time.
So you are missing your middle toe, is it because it was stuck in the chair? It literally ripped it off your body.
Yes, I had to pull the toe out of the chair and then went up to the hospital, but it wasn't worth putting it back on.
I was going to say, 'cause I know chairs have legs, but they're not supposed to have toes.
It's a great point. It's a great point.
Can I ask the question, Eddie, that everyone wants to know? Did the chair remain in the same spot afterwards?
No, it was removed after that.
Okay, so your chair has to rip something off your body before you move it.
And also, was that the beginning of the end for the marriage?
Yeah.
Eddie?
Oh, no. No, that was quite a few years ago, but, so...
The 9 toes would have helped, though. She was definitely wanting a 10-toed man.
Yeah.
If we look back at it.
But at the time, it was quite funny. A lot of my friends were asking me to go down the beach so they could have a look what kind of track I left in the sand.
Yeah, that's what friends are for.
It would be great for if you ever go missing. That's definitely Eddie.
Yeah, there we go.
That's Eddie.
Thanks, Eddie. Madison's in Bull Creek. Hello.
Hi.
There you go, Madison.
What do you keep hurting yourself on, Madison?
So at my parents' house, in the pantry, there's like a little cupboard that locks and unlocks that they keep their snacks in.
Yeah.
And about...
Wait, they lock their snacks away.
Why do they do that, Madison?
Oh, because there's 5 of us, 5 girls, and like we're all different ages, and we just like... This was years ago, but we all eat their snacks.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what was in there, Madison? What were some of the things? I just want to get a picture.
Digestive biscuits.
Yes. No, put them under lock
Because
and
of the
key.
amount of break-ins that Perth has from people looking for digestive biscuits.
They're pretty tasty.
I do love a digestive.
They're pretty tasty.
Okay.
Okay, about 5 years ago, when I was like 16, I was standing in the kitchen, and my dad was like bending down just below the box.
Yeah.
He stood up, and then it split his head open, and he had to get about 14 stitches in his head.
Oh, that's a big cut.
What cut his head?
What cut his head?
The key that they keep in the cupboard to lock it.
So the key was in the lock sticking out.
So he went up with such
he left
force,
it in there.
it split his head.
It bleeds a lot too.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Bleeds a lot from there.
Tell you what, though,
I need a lockbox in the pantry.
And on your wallet.
Yeah.
You're getting
Good
ideas.
thinking.
That's what you're taking away from this story.
why are you currently guarding your digestives?
No, Ming was coming at me hardcore about the kids
About
eating
what?
all these icy poles and
You're
stuff.
going to put the icy poles in a lockbox?
Yeah.
We're going to have
Should
to
go
find
well.
out. You know, a big lockbox to put the freezer in to put the icy poles in. Yeah.
Thanks,
Lovely.
Madison.
Thanks, Madison.
We got a double pass to Red Hot Summer Tour. That's going to go to Eddie. He was telling he ripped his toe off.
It literally ripped his toe off.
It's the end of his marriage too.
Yeah.
We know it.
You deserve that, Eddie. You've earned it.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
The 63rd TV Week Logie Awards broadcast on Channel 7 and 7 Plus this Sunday, the 30th of July, hosted by Sam Pang, who we caught up with yesterday, and nominated in the category for Most Popular Actress. Marilyn from Home and Away, Emily Symons, hello.
Hello. How are you?
Emily.
We're wonderful.
Hi.
I cannot believe we live in a world where this is your first Logie nomination. That's insane. No, but like seriously, because you've been on ever since we can remember.
I know, since television was created, practically.
1989, wasn't it? 1989, your first
Yes,
year?
it was. Home and Away started in 88, but I joined in at 89. And, yes, I mean, I haven't done consecutive years, but I've done a lot of years. So I'm absolutely beside myself. I didn't expect it because it's never happened before.
You should have expected it
it.
because it's well overdue.
Yeah, we've got a lot in common actually, Emily, because none of us have been nominated for any radio awards. And,
Oh, no.
Nathan had been out the game for 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years, not one award ever. Not even nominated.
you've only got to do it for another 15 before you get one.
Yes.
The sad thing is we won't.
Emily,
Don't say that. Never say never.
I know that it's a hot category because you're up against two of your stablemates in Ada Nicodemu and Lynn McGranger.
Yeah.
Now, is it getting fierce and catty between the three of you?
Going to slip some heroin into Lynn's
not.
bag or something?
Yeah.
Get it done by the police?
No. Look, we are all very good friends, and we're so excited just to be included. A win for any of us is a win for the show.
No, it's
the whole
not.
Home and Away family.
No, you need
It
one.
is.
You need one.
No,
Nah,
it's not.
it is. Oh, look, I think we'd all like one, but whatever happens on the night is, what's meant to be. And, Celeste Barber has 10 million Instagram followers, so I don't think it's going to go great.
Oh, yeah,
and then Julia
point.
Zamiro and Kitty Flanagan, both from Fisk as well.
I don't know, though, because you know what? We've never had a
but-
chance to vote for Emily. This is the
that's
thing,
true.
though, and like everyone knows
untested.
and loves what you've done with Marilyn. So I do think that you're in
thank
people's.
you.
I do think you're in people's hearts, and I do think people think it's about your time. So
I agree with that.
I'm not going to rule you out. I do want to say when I was researching you, Em, I thought I'd chuck in Marilyn Chambers as well. To see what Marilyn's gone through. And you know, the first result that came up wasn't about Marilyn Chambers from Summer Bay.
Oh, you're going to say it was a porn star?
It's a porn star.
Yeah.
But a really good one. A really good one.
She was ranked across that as well.
She was ranked as Playboy's top 100 sex stars in the century in 1999.
Oh, gosh, yes. Well, I didn't create the character name, and I didn't know that when I was starting. So, yes, that is a humorous aside. But
the two Marilyn Chambers are doing very well, is my point.
Yeah, I guess when you mix the different fans, though, who are sending letters to Marilyn Chambers.
Yeah.
Do you reckon that Marilyn Chambers has as fun as earrings as our Marilyn was?
Or has been nominated for a Logie?
Yeah, it's very strange.
no, I think no on both counts. Yeah. No, on both counts, but I don't know a lot about the other Marilyn Chambers. I'm just focusing on my Marilyn, and I hope, after so many years of playing her, that I'm still, doing her justice. And I try my hardest to kind of stick to the 80s, the 80s hairdresser from Yabby Creek.
Yes.
Well, you do such a great job, and everybody, I don't know, whenever we see you, we think
there's
it's
a lot of
like
affection for your character.
There is.
Yeah.
You've had Marilyn, the character, has so many gigs over the journey over in Summer Bay.
Yeah.
What's been your favourite? Because obviously there's all the different ones, but a clairvoyant just comes to mind. What's been your favourite?
Oh, yes, the fortune telling, the tarot cards. And then my favourite is when she had the beauty salon, the Marilyn Chambers Beauty Chamber.
Yes.
And I used to do even like chest waxing and all sorts of things. Like we used to get people in and I have to actually wax them during a scene, which is hilarious.
Oh,
yes.
Not for the poor chap that I was doing it on, of course, but it was really fun. It was all leopard print and pink, and it was just completely bonkers, and I loved it. But unfortunately, we haven't been able to bring the beauty chamber back in this reincarnation of
Emily
Marilyn.
Chambers Beauty Chamber.
Marilyn Chambers.
Marilyn Chambers.
Perfect.
One of my strongest home and away memories has got you and I, and it was when you first joined, and it was Lance and Martin. You were going out with Lance. Now, they were living in the park home. Now, am I remembering rightfully? Did they have a win on Lotto? Therefore, that's how they put that they refurbished the place. And I remember there was heaps of thongs and hubcaps up on the wall.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you've got such a good memory. I was going to say they had a hubcap collection on the wall, and Lance won the lottery.
Yes. And then suddenly
that's amazing.
That's how they redid the thing. And at the time, I remember thinking that is so nice. No, I remember thinking that is such a nice makeover of a home. I want many hubcaps on my wall.
It was a time.
A very 80s moment.
It was, wasn't it? People don't really realise the extent of the career that you had outside of Home and Away, which was on a soap in the UK, which was massively popular. Tell us about that.
Okay. It was called Emmerdale. It's a soap that's set in a fictional Yorkshire village, and I played an Aussie barmaid because my northern accent was so bad. I had to make me Australian. And it was really fun pouring beers all day, and they were actually real beers. So on a Friday afternoon, you thought, I'll just have a quick little sip here.
Friday
you got a bit bored. But all the extras sat there getting drunk all day. It was amazing. I thought this would never work in Australia. We would never be allowed to serve real alcohol.
But how funny would that be if you're doing a scene and then suddenly two of the extras start punching off?
Or macking on.
Yeah, that's not in the script.
Could go either way.
I learned to pour a pretty good beer, let me tell you.
A lot of practice.
That's brilliant.
Well, we're looking forward to you. We hope you get the...
You got your frock ready to go, Emily?
Oh, everything's ready to roll. We are so excited. It's all like a school trip for us, just because we never really do anything or go anywhere. So we're all sort of beside ourselves. So no, it's going to be a fun night the first night it's
people
been
can
in
still
Sydney.
vote.
They can.
So tvweeklogies.com.au is the website. You can go and vote.
Yeah.
So let's get
Vote
Emily
for us.
Silver
Vote for
Logie.
home and away.
Can everyone that listens to us please vote for Emily? Emily, you really deserve this. You really do. I really hope
you.
that you win
That's
it.
so kind.
Yeah, you're a
Thank
good
you.
girl.
That's really lovely of you to say so. Thank you for having me on today as well. This is so fun.
No
Thanks,
worries,
Emily.
man.
Good luck. Have a great night on Sunday. Okay?
And if you win, send us a hubcap.
I will, a memorial one.
Yes, I love it.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.